What's going on, guys? Apathetic here, and today we are covering our first Crucible ritual weapon, or what used to be known as pinnacle weapons, and that's Randy's throwing knife. So we are going to cover the unique perks on this weapon and lastly discuss how this weapon performs in the Crucible. Let's get into it. Randy's throwing knife is a rapid frame scout rifle, so it fires full auto and has deeper ammo reserves, and in order to get this weapon you need to grab the quest Field of View from Shaxx. This quest requires 14,000 enemies defeated and medals. So enemies defeated and medals, but I don't know if that's correct. This is what Light GG is saying. Seems pretty high, but that's what we're just gonna roll it for right now. You also need to achieve 2100 glory and 450 scout rifle final blows. Tips for knocking out this quest: pray for Widow's Court and just camp your life away with your favorite scout rifle. That's kind of how I did it. Anytime I get Widow's Court, that's when I made it seem the most progression in this quest. As far as the stats go, this weapon fires 260 rounds per minute with an impact of 45, a base range of 31, stability of 45, handling of 28, and a reload speed of 35. As far as the perks, this weapon rolls with a fluted barrel for a slight increases to handling and stability, extended mag for a larger magazine size, and in our third column you can choose between either rapid hit for that increased reload and stability or snapshot sights. In our fourth column you can choose either between Zen moment or kill clip. And obviously, guys, I feel like this is basically a no-brainer in terms of what perks to choose here. If you're not going with rapid hit and kill clip, then I do not know what you are doing. Maybe if you're on console you maybe could choose Zen moment, but again, having kill clip is just no-brainer. It's too strong right now to choose Zen moment over kill clip. Getting into this weapon's viability in PvP, guys, the first thing you're going to notice is how fast this thing shoots. It's actually pretty crazy, and especially after using other scout rifles like Jade Rabbit and Mida, this weapon almost feels like an auto rifle in comparison. Now, one of the stats that stands out is particularly bad is the reload speed, but with rapid hit on this weapon, I can say with 100% confidence, you will never notice that poor reload speed as long as you're hitting those precision shots. Then you get into kill clip on this weapon, and wow, guys, having kill clip trigger on this weapon is actually nuts. When you combine the RPM that this weapon has with the damage increase from kill clip, this weapon absolutely shreds. I was blown away by how fast this weapon can melt the enemy team within this weapon's optimal range, which brings me to one of the pain points of this weapon, and that's the range, which is kind of interesting that range would be a pain point for a scout rifle, but it was really only noticeable at those longer ranges. And I noticed that particularly when I was shooting at snipers, it seemed like my bullets weren't flinching them as much, and so sometimes they would get that random headshot off on me as I was shooting them. But coincidentally, this weapon actually holds up pretty well at medium to long range, and it's with a weapon like this that it makes sense that the range to pulses in hand cannons has been toned down, because without those nerfs to range, I don't think this weapon would have much of a place in the meta. For example, there was a time where I was shooting someone with a hand cannon with this weapon, and you could tell I was just outside their optimal range and I was able to win that fight. Or if I get into a position where maybe I'm not going to win that fight, I can get away because of that damage drop off, where in the past hand cannon's range would have been so great that I wouldn't have stood a chance in either one of those scenarios. So overall, guys, I'd say I'd actually really like this scout rifle. I wasn't expecting to like this scout rifle at all, really, but you know, I'm pleasantly surprised, I must say. The only thing for me is the scout rifle playstyle isn't really my thing. I'm much more of an aggressive run and gun type of playstyle. But if you're someone who already loves that kind of sit back and shoot playstyle that favors scout rifles and pulses, then you will absolutely love this thing. So put on your favorite scout and get grinding on this quest, because it is a meaty one. And with that, guys, I'm going to leave you with the rest of this gameplay. But let me know down in the comments below, what is your favorite go-to scout rifle for knocking out this quest? And for you guys that may already have this weapon, let me know your thoughts on it down below. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.